Hey true believers, Englentine here with another top 10 comic books sold to readers. Yes, I am still sick, sorry about the voice here. I'll try to do my best with it. This is not Comic-Con that counts down what comic book shops sold. It's what the readers are actually buying from the comic book shops. And after that, we're going to go on over and check out what people are buying on Comixology to see who wins the week, either Marvel or DC. Now, this is from Bleeding Cool, so take it with a grain of salt. And these are the comic shops that participated, so by all means, if you're in their area, check it out, maybe buy something, and don't forget, support your local comic book shop. Now, without further ado, let's get this party started. Number 10, starting off the countdown, Lucifer, number 1. At number 9 is Nightwing, number 51. At number 8, we have X-Men Black, Mystique. Number 7 gives us Aquaman, number 41. At number 6 is Venom Annual, number 1. Number 5 brings us Justice League Dark, number 4. At number 3, we find out that many people had been duped into buying Shuri, number 1. In the runner-up position, at number 2, we have Justice League, number 10. And once again, because it's law, Batman, number 57 comes in at number 1. Obviously, you gotta know that I'm excited that Aquaman finally made it to the top 10, even though this may be the first of the last 2 good issues of Aquaman. We'll find out how it goes with issue number 43. So DC Comics had 6 and Marvel had 4, so they win. They had Lucifer, Aquaman, Justice League Dark, Batman, and Nightwing, while Marvel had Shuri, Thor, Venom Annual, and X-Men Black Mystique. Now let's see what the comic book shops had to say about this week's countdown. Pretty typical week at FFF as Batman takes top spot in our weekly top 10 bestseller list. Venom, Thor, and Darth Vader were the only Marvel titles to make the top 10. Cemetery Beach and Gideon Falls rounded out the top 10 with 2 solid indie writers who we have the fans for. Warren Ellis especially. Aquaman enjoyed a bump thanks to Drowned Earth crossover. Both Justice League and Justice League Dark are keeping good, consistent numbers. Even though both are currently entrenched in crossovers, they kept pretty close to their initial numbers, something most auxiliary titles can't claim. All in all, it's become a title of the week game when there isn't a big book coming out. You can bet Batman or Detective Comics is at the top, with Venom or Cosmic Ghost Rider close behind. Yes, if you had not bought Aquaman, you should be buying it. Okay, no. You should be buying the back issues up until 42. After 43, that's when Kelly Sue DeConnick takes over. I have no responsibility for you buying that one at all. I will not recommend it until I read it myself. But up until issue 42, Aquaman has been awesome. Shuri number 1 was our best-selling comic book of the week. Batman fell to number 3 behind Justice League number 10. Fans are losing interest in Batman, it seems. It was an even split between Marvel and DC in the top 10 this week. We had a number of Image books just miss the top 10. It was a strong week with a lot of books doing well. One exception would be Nightwing. None of our customers are liking its new direction. It seems like DC is deliberately tanking this book. This is something I hear a lot of people complain. I get messages about anytime like I talk about Nightwing or something, or Wally West. It seems like Dan Didio has a hard-on out for these characters. Just want to kill them, get rid of them, change them into things that they aren't, and people aren't happy. If this is the case, man, it's time to bring Jeff Johns back, or just get rid of Didio, or is it Didio? I feel like a broken record, but Tom King's Batman came out, so it snagged the top spot. Aquaman boost came from giving our Justice League subs a copy of the Drowned Earth tie-in. X-Men Black has been a consistently strong and refreshing seller. It hasn't been a good book so far. Everyone loves a good villain, I suppose. I noticed spectacular buzz on Daredevil this week, but also a genuine curiosity about the death of Daredevil and whatever that is going to mean. Maybe it will mean that Charles Soule will be free to come over to DC Comics and save Superman. I would accept that. Our top 3 bestsellers this week are the new number 1s from 3 different publishers. Marvel's Shuri, Nettie Okorafor and Leonardo Romero took the top spot. Vertigo's Lucifer by Dan Waters and Max Fiumara. Now this is why I don't read off the names a lot. Fiumara, followed by Image's Exorcisters by Ian Boothby and Giselle Legas, came in third. Pretty standard titles at the very top. Batman and couple of Justice Leagues. More interesting is the Marvel's Mr. and Mrs. Smith continues to do quite... Did I say Smith? X. God damn it. Should I stop this recording already? Anyway, it continues to do quite well for a somewhat niche book, and Shuri #1 opens to fair, if not amazing, sales. Venom's surge in popularity seems to be hanging on, as it's usual to have an annual in our... It's unusual. God dang it. In our top... Fucking hell. Okay. Try that again. Anyway, you know what? Screw it. Sorry, guy, for messing up that particular message. Now, Exorcisters, fargin' hell. You fargin' ice-hole. I enjoyed that book. I did a review for it at the back of, I think it was the Shuri book? Yeah, it was the Shuri book. And I thought it was Archie Goes to Hell. It was a lot of fun, and I recommend that. I do not recommend Shuri. Check it out. 7 DC's 3 Marvel on our store's top 10 list this week, with Image's Exorcisters just missing the top 10 list at 11th place. Foil covers seem to have helped. Several DC books that had slipped down the list in recent months climbed back up the charts because of the foil cover sales. Another store with good Exorcisters sales. Shock surprise, you put out a good book that you have a passion for instead of one you want to put out as revenge for some people on Twitter. And people buy it. Yeah, I'm talking about Maneaters and the fact that it was nowhere near the top 10. Alrighty, let's go on over to Comixology, the world's biggest digital comic book shop, and see who wins the week, Marvel or DC. At number 10, we have Teen Titans, number 23. At number 9 is Aquaman, number 41. At number 8 is Astonishing X-Men, number 16. At number 7, we have East of West, number 39. Nightwing, number 51, comes in at number 6. At number 5, we have Justice League Dark, number 4. Number 4 brings us Thor, number 6. At number 3, we have Darth Vader, number 22. At number 2, the runner-up is Justice League, number 10. And just like the hard copy, Batman number 57 takes the top spot. DC Comics looking pretty strong in the top half. 6 titles. That's not too bad, especially when you consider it's, let's see, Batman and Justice League are 1 and 2. And then they've got number 5, Justice League Dark, number 4, 6 at Nightwing number 51. Number 9, Aquaman and Teen Titans is at number 10, leaving only 3 for Marvel, Astonishing X-Men, Thor, and Darth Vader. But Thor and Darth Vader are both in the top 5, and East of West representing the independents. So Marvel looks weak going into the back half with only 3, only half the number of DC, but Marvel owns the back end, so we'll see how it goes. At number 11, we have Shuri, number 1. It's now DC 6, Marvel 4. At number 12, we have Green Lanterns, number 57, making it DC 7, Marvel 4. Number 13 brings us The Runaways. It's now DC 7, Marvel 5. At number 14, we have Lucifer, number 1. It's now DC 8, Marvel 5. At number 15 comes X-Men Black, number 1, Mystique. It's now DC 8, Marvel 6. At number 16 is Venom Manual number 1. It is now DC 8, Marvel 7. And we have a tie game at number 17 is Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man. Marvel takes the lead. It is now 9-8 in their favor, with Mr. and Mrs. X number 4 at number 18. There you go, gang, 10-8. Marvel wins it. Number 19 is Daredevil. What is it, 609? Yeah, thanks to East West, DC cannot tie them, so at the most DC can only get 9. But at number 20, there's Life of Captain Marvel number 4, so they don't even get that. It's 11-9, Marvel's favor. So there you go, gang. DC won the hard copy, and Marvel wins the digital. Sometimes that happens. Once again, I'm a huge DC fan, and there's some Marvel books that really suck on the digital list, but hey, what you gonna do? People are gonna buy what they, I guess, see on the shelf or something. I don't know. But it is good to see that Marvel is putting up a fight again. It's good to see that it's got people excited again. You hardly ever see that, or we haven't seen it in a long time, I should say. And I'm appreciating these last few months where it's been showing. Now, granted, sales aren't what they used to be, but this is what people are buying at the moment. So, what about you? What do you think? Do you think, what is there a book that you would like to see hit the top 10 sometimes, or top 20 if it's digital? Like, I would have loved to have seen the Lone Ranger, Zorro, Dick Tracy, and all those make it to the top 20, at least on digital. I like those characters, and I would love for them to keep making the books. Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you like this video, you want to see more, click like, share, subscribe, and if you haven't done it, hit that notification bell. Cool things happen around these parts, and some days I'm going to actually get over this thing, although I've heard this. What was it? Somebody actually said I sound like I finally hit puberty. My voice dropped. Anyway, yeah, also, if you don't mind helping out the channel, help to support us, go on over to Patreon, drop $1 in the till. Links in the description below. I'd like to thank everybody who's already done that, and once again, I'm ending before it's over, isn't it? Okay, anyway, I'd like to thank everybody who's already done that, and to everyone, all of the true believers, thank you very, very much for watching.